ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we should start a new category. Here on this stream, we bully PS4 people. If you watch Netflix on your PS4, I can't get mad at that. I'm just strictly talking about the people who want every game that's current gen to come to last gen. I'm talking about those PS4 owners. You people are fucking annoying. You have a TI 83 and you want to play the latest video games. That's just not how it works. You need to play Snake and type boobs, okay? But sometimes, every once in a while, you'll get blessed. A month or two ago, Respawn announced that Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming to the PlayStation 4. This came out last year. It was my second favorite game of the year. It would have been my game of the year if Baldur's Gate 3 didn't come out in the same year, but great game. PS4, outside of, I think the only two games that come out on PS4, no, 3 major games are coming out on PS4 this year. You got this game, you got the Marvel collection, the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, so that's a 20-year-old game coming to the PS4. And then you also got, what else came? What's the last game? It was another port. What's the other big game that came to PS4 this year? Oh, 2K. You got 2K. You got the last gen version of 2K because it's not current gen, it's last gen. So I've got the 3 big game of the year contenders for the PS4. We should give you guys a category at the Game Awards. The games that will be nominated for Game of the Year include NBA 2K25, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and renewing PlayStation Plus. Maybe number 5, we can do Stick Drift. But I think those, yeah, we could do that. Number 4 and number 5, renewing PlayStation Plus. That's a good game. And Stick Drift on the PS4 controller. All right, let's take a look at the latest PS4 Game of the Year contender. It definitely looks like PS4. The GI Awards are going to be hilarious. We should do a PS4 section for the GI Awards since nobody else would do it. This shit in 4K on the PS4? I'm gonna be honest, I can see the difference between, because I played it on the Xbox Series X. I can see the difference, but it doesn't look terrible. To be 100% honest, it doesn't look terrible, but I can see the difference. You can see the lack of anti-alias in it.
We just need to find a way through here. Breeze is gonna be surprised.
This shit is 480p upscale. You can definitely see the difference in the textures and shit. Hey, it looks better than Cyberpunk PS4. 2 FPS. So here we go. First look at the Game of the Year on PS4.
Together by much.
Yeah, like right there, you could really see the difference right there. Like there is a difference in texture quality right there. It looks really muddy. I think what's carrying the visuals is the art design. And this is why art design is important. That's also why Jedi Survivor is one of my favorite games. It was very vibrant, beautiful world, but I think the art design is carrying. You could really see the difference right there. Like I said, it doesn't look terrible to keep it at 100, but you can see the difference.
By much.
I don't see a difference with the current gen and last gen. I think art design will carry it. And like the edges look really jaggy. Ugh, it's like blurry too. Game of the Year, what y'all thinking, man? What y'all thinking?
We can do better.
Let's talk about it, chat. What decibels do y'all think it'll run at? 20 decibels, 40, 50, 100,000? Like, how loud do you think the PS4 will be when it runs this game? Let's go. Yeah, play this in my apartment complex. I'm calling the bomb squad. I mean, we're entering fall right now. When is this supposed to come out? Oh, by the way, this is PS4 Pro gameplay, by the way. I just noticed that. This is PS4 Pro gameplay. Not only does it look muddy, but that is a red flag, chat. That's a red flag. Why didn't you show the PS4 version? Why didn't you show the PS4 version? That kind of is a red flag. They're showing it on the Pro. It comes out September 17th. So as we enter fall and we go into the winter, this might be a good game to pick up for PS4 owners for Christmas that refuse to get a PS5. And the reason being is, oh, it's right there. It's right there. Let's zoom in. The devil's in the details. Oh man, this is why y'all gotta tune into this stream. This is why they're showing PS4 Pro footage. Star Wars Jedi Survivor targets 1080p 30 FPS on the PS4 Pro, meaning the frame rate's gonna drop on the PS4 Pro. 1440p 30 FPS on Xbox One X. 900p 30 FPS on the PS4. So it's not even gonna run 1080p on the PS4. And it's running at 30 FPS. That frame rate will drop. And it's gonna run 720p 30 FPS on the Xbox One. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Please. The devil's in the details, boy. This is why reading is fundamental. You niggas are on a 1080, you're on a TI-83, spelling boob and playing snake and playing helicopter. You are running a machine that can barely run Flappy Bird. You're in 2024 playing games in 720p. The Steam Deck is better than this shit. Niggas got Steam Deck in 800p, and that's a small screen, so it's okay. It's okay. And then here's the thing, it's targeting. Listen, let's read between the lines, chat. It doesn't say it's running 1080p 30 FPS. It doesn't say it's running 720p 30 FPS. The key word here is it targets. We just had a conversation about Bayonetta 2 targeting 60 FPS on the Wii U. If you weren't here earlier, what that means is targeting means it hopes it runs at 30 FPS. We're trying to run at 30 FPS, but that bitch gonna drop. It doesn't mean it's locked. That bitch gonna drop. But that being said, this still is one of the best games to drop on the PlayStation 4. So our current PS4 Game of the Year nominations now include Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, NBA 2K25, Stick Drift on the PS4 controller, and renewing PlayStation Plus. Because if you are gaming on a PlayStation 4, you're most likely renewing your PlayStation Plus every month instead of just buying a whole year. You'd rather pay the $10 a month and spend more money for some reason. And then wonder why you can't afford a PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, we could throw Black Ops 6 in there. We haven't seen footage, but Black Ops 6 is a contender for Game of the Year for PlayStation 4. That's definitely, matter of fact, let me go ahead and get a Google Doc going here 1 second. Let's see, GI Awards. Oh wait, I meant to do a doc. New doc. Let's see. GI Awards. Let's see. Best PS4 game of 2024. Jedi Survivor runs 720p, 30 FPS. Marvel Collection, 20-year-old game. Black Ops 6, NBA 2K25, Stick Drift, Renew, PS Plus. There we go. I watched the rest of the VOD from Erlad. Will today drop the Hood to 5? I hope so, because it doesn't deserve a 6. I'm saying. Wait a second, y'all. Take a sip. We fighting Wukong demons tonight? Nah, I'm on Space Marines. Don't forget the ice. Oh yeah, ice cooling pack. Excuse me, cooling pack. There we go. Just want to write that down so we don't forget. There we go. Let me get this out. Oh, GI Awards. Awards 2024. Yeah, we on a real game tonight. So that's some footage right there of one of the contenders for best PS4 game of the year. If you want to watch the rest, there you go. I've already beat this game. I've already seen it. I want to buy Jedi Survivor, but I want to put ice on my PS4. I respect it. Might have to keep the PS4 in the freezer for it to work. You might have to. What else do we have? Let's check out that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Let's see. Official GT trailer. Boom.
My name isn't Cat Kakarot. Now I'm mad. It was you against me.
Now I'm mad.
See ya.
Really though, my size has nothing to do with this. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Grandpa, you totally forgot about me, didn't you? Garu, help me out.
Yo, the mouse sync is crazy.
That was close. I need to keep my head on the game, or I'm gonna get left in the dust.
Can we accept that people don't actually hate GT considering how hype I've seen everyone for this? I don't think people hate GT. I think a better way is it's just not as good as Dragon Ball Z. I think, my opinion on GT, and I'd imagine most people would probably agree with this one. They just don't know how to articulate themselves. The story of GT was cool, was trash, my bad. The writing and the story in GT was trash, but GT did have cool elements in it, like Super Saiyan 4. It had things going for it, but overall it wasn't a good product. That's what the problem was. Wasted potential, yeah.
Finally, I have the perfect body to exact my revenge.
Fight between men, huh? That's what's going on. Let's keep fighting till one of us taps out.
Die, scum! Before you die, I'll
You didn't like the evil dragons? I thought they were cool. They were okay.
and the primitive power of the
I was more of a fan of the Vegeta's mustache.
No, atom by atom, I will tear you apart and scatter your remains to the stars.
You won't get away with this, baby.
Oob.
With the power I gained from Boo, I will take you down.
Revenge is mine.
DEI alert. They putting everybody in this bitch.
Grandpa.
You better be ready. I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Yo, why does he sound horny? What the fuck, bruh? That's one thing that always bothered me about their voices when they went Super Saiyan 4. This nigga sound devious, bruh. This nigga sound like he got a match on Tinder. Hey, man, you hopping on 2K with the boys tonight? Nah. Match with a bad bitch on Tinder. The Tinder gold is paying off. About to get in that bitch's guts.
Sorry to tell you this, but there's too much of a power gap between you and me.
I will rule the universe.
Freaky ass monkey.
I can taste your fear. It is very sweet. I can feel the terror that this bridal body accentuates.
Who wants to play that big ass ape, bruh, in multiplayer? You're just a big ass target.
Times 10?
Shannon Sharp DLC.
Well then, your punishment for abusing the Dragon Balls will be extinction. I stand above all other Shadow Dragons as the mighty One Star.
Dragon Fist! Explosion!
Useless! Behold, as I reduce all of reality to nothingness.
I wonder how the power scaling for these characters are gonna work because this is not canon. I remember from when I read the way it's gonna work in multiplayer is you get like a pot of points and like certain characters are worth more than others. So you can't have like a team full of like god level characters. Will they be considered like Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego level, Jiren level with the GT characters, or will it be a tier below it? Like where does Super Saiyan 4 rank? I feel like that's the problem in terms of scaling.
Won't scum like you get away with this?
All of your struggles are meaningless. In the face of the Dragon Ball.
Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Ultra Instinct? Has that been confirmed?
You mean there's still someone stronger than me? Let's fuse.
This shit is nerdy.
Kakarot. This is going to be special. I can feel it. Fusion!
I'm joking, I'm trolling.
Time to wrap up this show.
Yeah, like where does Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, where does that rank in the power scaling? I feel like I'm either or. Like if they're gonna put him at God tier, I'm not gonna be mad at it. But if they don't, like a tier below it, I wouldn't be like. If they're S tier, that's cool. If they're A tier, that's cool. I just don't know how it works because the writing is so inconsistent. I would say either or.
We've reached the finale. You've resisted until the very end.
Let's go! Ultra Big Bang! Begin! Kamehameha!
The hopes of everyone in the universe!
Believe it. Farmer with a shotgun, S tier. Be 8 to 10 points. Shit don't matter. I can beat them with Zarbon in the game. Yeah, when Zarbon enters his beauty mode, he becomes unbeatable. I gotta clear my sinuses. Hold up, y'all. Here comes the friend. Beep. Where the fuck are my damn tissues? You know what? Oh, there it is in the back. I was like, oh, where the fuck are my paper towels at? I took a bathroom break too. I had to pee. Heads up, if you shop at Bev Bath and Body Works, they got wallflower plugs. This is going on sale. I don't even know what a wallflower plug is. What is that? When this coming to PS4? Never, nigga. You see us on the screen. PS5, Xbox Series, Steam. Never, nigga. February 1st. Twitch stream said no more waiting room reported. Is that a real thing, Siggy? Are you trolling? Is that a real thing? No waiting room? What? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Twitch, no waiting room. Let's see.
You might get banned soon, Pepe S.
Hospitalized. I hope you feel better, dude.
Moving forward, waiting rooms won't be allowed on Twitch. Fuck off. Good one.
Oh, it's real.
Okay. This makes... I don't know if you guys have gone to, like...
What's their beef? What's their...
Rainbow Six. I know I went to Rainbow Six...
oh, here's the tweet right there. To help ensure and enforce accurately, we look at different factors such as title and channel. Is whether we receive the report. Our goal is to take action against streams that position themselves as waiting rooms. For example, channels that largely reuse other channels' content without offering commentary or other creative content. Oh, context matters. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at that. Basically, what they're saying is those people that do them sleeping streams and put up Gordon Ramsay on the screen while they do nothing. That's what they're talking about. Nah, that's fine. That don't bother me. That doesn't affect me. But like, if you put up a starting soon stream, you're fine. They're talking about, I've been talking about that. Oh, a lot of streamers are about to get exposed, and it's a lot of streamers that watch reality TV. They go to the bathroom for 15 minutes and put that bitch on, or they sleep. That's a real thing. Like, context matters. But it doesn't seem like it's just gonna be for like people who are like starting soon or something like that. God damn it. Fucking open. Bring back the hot tubs. I thought the Twitch channels that use the streamers VOD with no ads make revenue. What? No. Hey, I guess you gotta, they said if you're gonna be on Twitch, you better entertain. I mean, don't apply to me. I'll be talking. Will you still be able to play your own YouTube videos? Oh yeah, good question. I don't know. Maybe I'll just end the stream. I'll be back in 20 minutes. We'll see. Wait, if you pass out while gaming, what if? Who passing out on stream is the question. Let's see, Funko Fusion. don't think they would ban you for that. That would be bad PR. Trey? Man, I'd be fighting. Did Trey really fall asleep on stream, Ziggy? No. Astrobot 2! You know what this looks like to me? This looks like Funko Pops, because the sales are dropping. They're trying to create their own little Lego universe. These are like their Lego video games. I just won a PS5 giveaway from the console plug on Twitter. Do you know if they're legit? Because they're asking for a $60 shipping fee. I've never heard of them. I've also never heard of somebody asking you to pay for the shipping either. You're gonna have to do your own research. I've never heard of that. Me personally, you know, personal type shit, as someone who's given away several PS5s and Xbox Series X's, I've never made any winner pay for the shipping. I paid for it. So I don't know. That sounds kind of scammy though. Yeah, giveaway with a fee. Meh. He said, nah, pay the fee and let us know. That's fucking funny, dude. Said pandemic TBH is goated. Shit. I would like to give away some more stuff. I feel like next year is going to be a better year for me financially. I got a couple things I'm working on. If it is, I would be able to. I could leverage it. But I don't make that type of money right now. If I won something, I ain't paying no money. Yeah, I'd always paid for it. I don't understand why people wouldn't do that. I would always do the base shipping. So it'd be like 7-day shipping. Like, bro, it'll be the next week. But I paid for it. PS5 Pro giveaway on my channel. How would y'all feel if I did a PS4 giveaway? Why would I give my channel away? What are you talking about? W. Oh, now y'all don't want a PS4. Okay. Greatest console of all time.
April O'Neil here.
It would be new PS4 in the box. PS4 Pro. I'm sorry. PS4 Pro. Y'all wouldn't want that? It would come with a free bag of ice. Keep it cool.
And I have some exciting news to share today. The Ninja Turtles are out saving the city yet again. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there are a lot of new faces around.
So you trying to kill me? This doesn't look bad.
Not all of them are friendly. So it's up to the turtles.
I should do that just to troll. Be like, since y'all don't want to upgrade, neither do I. Don't complain. Don't complain. I'm giving away a PS4 because just last week you wasn't too good. You was too good to get a PS5. So why am I too good to buy why would I buy a PS5 then? We're okay with PS4s, right? Let's do PS4 giveaways. Matter of fact, I'll buy some used ones. Give them away.
Do something about it. Luckily, each of them has their own unique way.
This looks pretty good.
Unexpected problems. But who are these new mutants? And what do they want? If you ask me, they look like groups of concepts.
This looks like a game that can run on PS4.
Strange experiments, maybe? Hopefully the turtles can find out what's really going on. They sure have a bunch of friends to help them now. Or, not? And who's to say our turtle teens can't learn a few new tricks themselves? Or...
This would be a game that, like, it depends on when this comes out if I get this. If not, this is a price drop game. Because I'm not seeing anything innovative. I'm just turtle biased, but it looks okay.
even make new friends from all across
Shout out to Rob with the sub.
friendly city. What do you guys think? Was that okay?
Look, see? Got another contender for PS4 Game of the Year.
Do I need another take?
Rated everyone 10 and up.
Looks terrible. Looks okay.
Get ready for action. This September, the Turtles come to life.
I like that they're based on the movie, too. Fate Trigger, the Novita. Uh-oh, sassy. Boss bitch. Gonna take a wild guess and say this is a gacha game. Oh, what the fuck? Anime BR, Call of Duty.
Let there be light.
Anime Warzone.
The digital frontier at my fingertips. Lights off.
God damn, the physics is physicking.
Oh, I do apologize.
All the computing power went into them titties. Waifu Call of Duty.
Time to walk the clouds. I'm one with the waves. I can feel the rhythm of your heart.
Yo, this is dead ass every BR game. Like the way that she's crawling, that's very Fortnite. It's got an anime style. The gunplay's Call of Duty. The way the glider's Fortnite. It's literally like Warzone meets Fortnite anime. It's like 5 years too late though.
Burn to ashes.
Got the PUBG cars. That's very PUBG. That's very PUBG. Genshin Warzone. Oh, they got prone? That bitch is a symbol. Stop the patriarchy. Fuck, man. That shit got Omni movement, bruh. The closed alpha. Oh, it got, oh shit, it got furries too. Y'all can't see that? Oh shit. Hold up. They got furries in that bitch too. Let me move my camera. See? It got furries too. Why they didn't show that in the trailer, bruh? They got furries and bad bitches, bruh. Let's go. Hey, closed alpha on September 25th. You got games to play. Wish list and join the alpha. If you want to join the alpha, you got to wish list the game. I do feel like this game is too late, but it doesn't look bad, to be honest. It literally looks like they just combined everything into one game and said, fuck it, let's let it rock. What else we got for you? What else we got for you? Tormented Souls 2.
Peggy 18.
Why you not adding? I'm not that interested. Gooner Royale. That's funny. Gooner Royale. Hey. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. You know I love chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. All right, get to the gameplay. No gameplay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Looks like a Tuesday night in Cleveland to me. I'm not impressed. MultiVersus. Powerpuff Girls.
The city of Townsville. A perfect site of tranquility. Well, actually, there is only one group of adorable heroes who could return this universe to order. Wait a minute. Is that?
Somebody call for some heroes. Chicken SS.
Assassin types. Hey.
No, does the Justice League ever have tea parties? Dad! Remember when we used to team up all the time for commercials and stuff? I like your shields very much, Steven. Go time, girls! Bang! Pow! Ha-ha! We do it better!
3 characters and one is kind of OD. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna play like Pokemon Trainer, where like each character has a certain set of moves, but like each character I doubt is gonna be an individual character. It all adds up to the sum of parts.
Stay in formation, girls.
That's the way it looks, at least.
Garnet, watch me. Boom!
Yeah, like ice climbers.
Baloney. Revenge time.
And then I'd imagine too, they're probably weaker without each other if you can separate them.
Coming through! Ow!
Hey, the Rowdy Ruffs.
Aw, you are just the fuzzy wuzziest. I want to smoosh my face into his fur. Oh, can we keep him? Can we?
And once again, the day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
Dun, 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 dun. That's pretty cool. I feel like this game is just like, there's nothing wrong with it terribly, but it just didn't captivate me. There's too many games coming out, but this does look good. It does look good. Achilles Survivor, what is this?
I curse you, Achilles. You won't survive it.
Yeah, still not gonna play it.
Let the beasts hunt you.
Yeah, I'm good off that. Let's look at this Dragon Age gameplay.
It's been 10 long years since Dragon Age Inquisition, and the expectations for the next game in the series, Dragon Age the Veilguard, seem impossible. A full decade, a bevy of behind-the-scenes changes, and an interesting start to its marketing campaign made me a little worried for my most highly anticipated game of the year.
I admire you. When you've been through would break most people.
But one of my biggest concerns, based on
I'm not checking out the final Caesar. I know I'm not
in the
playing
direction
it.
of being a linear action game, rather than its more open-world predecessor. While Dragon Age is known for changing its style with each installment, I hoped dearly that it wouldn't lose too much of the
Do y'all care the game is more linear? Because she's already complaining about that. I'm happy it is. Like, you're not tired of open world games?
DNA I fell in love with. After hours of hands-on time spread across 2 days, I'm pleased to say that I walked away with excitement and curiosity, but mostly relief to wave many of those concerns goodbye.
Let's go. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Okay. She wanted it to be open world. It wasn't what she wanted, but she liked what she played. Let's go. I'm tired of 100-hour games.
My time with the Veilguard covered a wide smattering of things, including the incredibly expansive character creator, the introductory quest, a faction mission, and a companion quest a little deeper into the game. But I was mostly pleased with my ability to just explore Northern Thetis in all its gorgeously designed glory, experiencing a setting in Dragon Age lore that we've really only heard about. To be clear, the Veilguard isn't the open-world playground that Inquisition was. As game director Corinne Bush has previously stated, it's more mission-based. But what impressed me after the first few hours was how much exploration can
We love it. There are levels. We love it. Bring levels back to gaming. I think that's what makes this game so fucking fun. Levels. And not only are there levels, it tells you how many things there are to do in collecting that level, so you can hop in, beat a level, get the fuck off the level, bruh. Go to bed. I don't wanna have endless worlds. I don't wanna climb all the mountains. I'm tired of it.
Done in the various regions, as well as
give me a world, give me a well-crafted, intricate world.
Have on those regions.
And there we go. Easy.
Linear means more details.
Consider it something of a mix of Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. The more streamlined approach of the former with the geographically and sociopolitically diverse world.
I agree. That's why I could not get into Dragon Age Inquisition. I thought the co-op was fun with the boys, but Dragon Age Inquisition felt like a single-player MMO. If I'm going to play an MMO, I want to play with friends. I don't want to play some big-ass open world with fucking World of Warcraft combat. I'm good off that.
Of course, some of the bigger art style, combat, and gameplay changes will be subject to personal taste. But after my time with the Veilguard, I left feeling like these 10 long years just might have been worth the wait. As fans have already seen from the first gameplay trailer, players are dropped right into the city of Minrathis in the middle of the action as Solus prepares a ritual that will devastate Thetis. Luckily, our old friend Varric has recruited you.
My shadow play's been working easily.
Minutes for the game to put the focus on Rook. After a surprisingly concise story recap from Varric, there are a number of aspects the Veilguard starts easing you into. For one, the combat. Gone are the days of Dragon Age Origins' more CRPG-inspired tactical system, offering a style that's a mix of quick action and a mechanic where you can pause and pull up your radio menu. While this
shit look fire.
Takes some getting used to, and it'll be a gradual process to create what could be a highly customized build.
Let's go. Big skill tree.
It didn't take me long to actually start having fun with it. I largely played mage and rogue builds during my hands-on time, and also quickly started to lean on certain companions' abilities.
Big shooters.
The mage healing ability was essential. For one particularly difficult remnant, I basically established a pattern where I was only using Valara's mana to heal me, dodging and playing it safe when it got too risky. Nev's ability to slow time was also one I kept.
Yeah, that's what I like too. I like the semi-open world. I like a game where like you always know where you need to go, but if you check your corners, you'll be rewarded. Those are the type of games I like. Just give me a little wiggle room to explore, but I don't need 100,000 acres.
Returning to, offering a bit more control on the battlefield.
This might be a game of the year contender. It's looking like one, yeah. From the eye test. From the eye test, this looks like at least an 8. At least an 8.
No problem.
Like a whole lot in the Veilguard, combat revolves around your companions, even though you can't fully take control of them like in previous Dragon Age games. Different companions have different combo options together, and there are certainly opportunities to build team synergy. Oh, and you'll want to listen to your companions in combat too, as they'll occasionally drop some useful hints. But combat aside, your dialogue choices, your Rook's background, and the frequent decisions you make are immediately important, which shouldn't be too surprising for fans of BioWare games. The dialogue wheel is back, of course, as is the approval-disapproval system.
We haven't got a lot
You
of time.
think the hate campaign for this game is gonna hurt it? No, Dragon Age is a big enough IP that people are gonna try it. Like a hate campaign can only affect games really badly for 2 reasons. A, it's a bad game, but then B, it's like a new IP, right? The hate campaign on Flintlock affected it because it was a new IP from a small studio, so it never stood a chance. Same thing with Concord. Although Sony did publish the game, Sony didn't advertise it, so it didn't advertise it. So it was a new IP with no marketing, and they allowed a narrative to be pushed on it, so it affected it. But Dragon Age is a big IP. So like the only reason this game will fail is because it's bad and it's not marketed correctly. But like I don't think a hate campaign can affect this.
Varric said you had a lead on
It's got to be a bad game more than anything.
But I was surprised to see that the Veilguard actually explains the consequences of some of your dialogue choices in very clear terms.
See, you say that.
It's a variation of the so-and-so will remember that system, but more specific.
But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Take, for example, my first confrontation with Solus, aka Fen'Harel, aka the Dreadwolf. I chose a more sarcastic, humorous approach with him, and at the end of our confrontation, text on the side of the screen informed me that I have traded verbal jabs with Solus.
This is your responsibility now.
You could be an asshole. Let's go.
Of this sort of text, and it leaves me curious as to how your relationships with various characters will build and branch out over time based on your attitude.
Should you play other Dragon Age games? You don't have to. She literally said at the beginning there's a recap of what happened in the last game at the beginning of this one, so you don't have to.
Speaking of consequences, keep
in mind there's also summaries on YouTube.
There would consistently be tons of choices in the Veilguard that'll have lasting results. It probably sounds like I'm stating the obvious here, but I got the sense that even more of these kinds of choices might be peppered throughout than the usual BioWare game. Right at the beginning, for instance, I made a choice that led to Harding getting injured, and she was still bruised up for the remainder of the next couple hours. I felt like a real jerk about it, and that was probably the point. Dragon Age the Veilguard seemed to be telling me, right from the start, that I'm going to feel like a jerk a lot.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
Without spoiling too much, you'll also be able to see some of your progression and choices in the environment around you as well. But once introductions were out of the way, it was time to explore the
environmental storytelling.
Past and present collide.
Shall we? Let's do this.
As mentioned earlier, one of my biggest worries was that the Veilguard could end up being more linear in its approach, trading branching gameplay for a straight line. And sure, the opening hours, essentially the tutorial zone, are a little railroady, save for a couple key decisions you have to make. But once you're past that and more established with an Act 1, you're much more free to
said Media Blitz on the 19th. We can get some real opinions, but
tackle quests as you please as you unlock more and more regions. You do this via the crossroads. For those of you who aren't brushed up,
I know you're looking forward to this.
That's a nexus between the waking world of Thetis and the metaphysical realm of the Fade, through which the ancient elves would travel through magical mirrors called Alluvians. You now use the Alluvians for that same purpose, and to unlock new regions, you have to fight through certain areas of the crossroads before you can start fast traveling to them.
So it's going to be semi-linear, but there's going to be like secret worlds that you can explore and stuff. Is that kind of the vibe I'm getting?
Unlocking said regions opens up a vast network of areas, and not unlike past Dragon Age games, they're dramatically different from one another.
As the gods champion passed freely, so will you.
Almost like some old school Spyro Crash Bandicoot shit where you gotta jump through different portals to different worlds.
For example, the Arlethan Forest, a gorgeous, colorful region that mixes greenery with elven magic. You can see nugs burrow into the grass.
Elven magic!
Abound, and there's a vast array of nature to simply admire. You're hit with a massive tone shift, however, when you head to Hossberg.
Lavendale Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's Crossing.
Currently under siege by the Blight, here is where you'll see some of the more horror-inspired aesthetics, and frankly, just some of the grosser aspects of the Blight. While the Veilguard's tone certainly leans more high fantasy in places like the Crossroads, don't worry. Those who miss the gore and dark fantasy of Origins will find that too in places where the Blight has spread.
It's bloody.
But I couldn't help but spend a lot of my time just running around in Treviso, the bustling city that's home to the Antivan Crows faction. For one thing, a lively city feels like a novelty in Dragon Age, but there was simply so much to explore that I kept getting sidetracked. A merchant with unique items here, a new quest to pick up over there, and a random combat encounter over there.
So you will be able to immerse yourself in the world. It's gonna give you some of that.
And that's just when I wasn't looking around for.
So it's kind of like Mass Effect. It definitely is. I mean, it's BioWare. It's the same company. It has the menu from Mass Effect where it slows down the combat and you can pick combos. That's what initially got me excited about this. Yo, shout out to Oolong T with the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you, King, bro. Run them subs up, chat. We close to the sub goal.
Dog to pet, because yes, you can pet the cats and dogs.
Oh, game of the year, pet the
there are
dog.
some unique ways to interact with the environment as well. Each
Yeah,
companion
similar
has an
dog
environmental ability,
dialogue
which
trees,
came in
yeah.
quite handy for me. In my time in the Arlequin Forest, I frequently called upon Balara, whose environmental ability allows her to tinker with magical artifacts. In a nice quality of life feature, your companions don't even need to be in your party in order for you to use these abilities. As an aside, another one of my favorite quality of life additions is the fact that party banter pauses and picks up again later if you trigger combat, a cutscene, or anything else that would interrupt their dialogue. That's right, no more awkward standing around in order to hear the complete conversation.
Oh, yes.
If you're feeling overwhelmed,
So you can always keep it pushing and the story's going.
For about just as much or as little hand-holding as you need. For example, with one Antibon Crow's quest I was doing, I could turn the navigation on and simply follow the game's guidance, or turn it off and look for clues in the environment to follow. In this case, the crow's purple symbol painted on certain walls.
Another mark this way.
I also just
Yo, shout out to Hidden Sly with the 5 gifted. I appreciate you, King.
We crows are all the army Antiva has, but it's not like
Thank you.
the garrison.
Once I was in the thick of things, I could clearly see the features in the Veilguard.
I'm not gonna lie, this Archer class look kind of fire, bro. I might have to play this. I like the way this nigga moving, bro. This shit is saucy.
Boiled down to, okay, we heard the complaints about Inquisition, specifically addressing the infamous hint.
The combat reminds me a little bit of Arkham. Like you have the thing popping up above his head, and then you see the straight line and come at him, and he's dodging. It almost looks like it plays a mix between Batman Arkham and fucking Mass Effect. And if that's the case, no. Sign me up. Yo, shout out to Web Slinging with the sub. Appreciate it, bro. Like I said, this might be a dark horse. This shit looking kind of fire, bro. Yo, shout out to Black Math with the sub. Like, this is a game that, like, every time I see this, okay.
Which is the first open world area players visit in Inquisition. The zone was packed with more than 50 side quests, many of which boiled down to mere fed quests, and it left many.
Like, look at this nigga moving like a goddamn shinobi. That shit's fire, bro. That's some Naruto shit.
That felt inconsequential to the story. I'm
not gonna lie. This is like I said. I'll be 100% honest. This is the bias in me speaking. I'm rooting for BioWare. This is one of my favorite studios, but I'm also honest. They fucked up with Andromeda and they fucked up with Anthem. I am rooting for BioWare the same way I'm rooting for Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. We need you to reclaim the throne of RPGs. Come on now.
It has boiled this down quite a lot. You're still free to explore, but the scope isn't nearly as dizzying, and the quests point back to the main story, a region or faction, or a companion. Another clear reaction to criticisms of Inquisition are
this Dragon Age.
Algernon, and Gillenane. The two elven gods feel much more present throughout the events of the early game than Corypheus, the frankly lackluster baddie of Inquisition.
Whatever comes, we're ready for a fight. Words easily said, but rarely proven.
While there's a whole lot more Thetis to see and talk about, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it back home to the Lighthouse. The Lighthouse will likely be the most.
I think it's single player.
Veilguard, serving as the hub for you and your companions. Each one of your companions has their own room, and conveniently, a light shines outside of their door when they have a cutscene available. Once you get further into Act 1, it certainly starts to feel more lived in, and you can discover some pretty charming character quirks. For example, I found that Emmerich's skeletal assistant Manfred enjoys spending time on the balcony, and we even.
Is she hinting at loyalty missions? Because she's saying you got to interact with your teammates. It gives you new cutscenes. Loyalty missions, maybe?
Got a few games of rock, paper, scissors in. The Lighthouse is also, obviously, where you're able to do some housekeeping, especially when it comes to the caretaker.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
This wildly helpful spirit is always standing by to help you enchant and upgrade armor for you and your companions. But I found the Lighthouse somewhat symbolic of one of the biggest challenges this game is facing. Bringing in new players while
smashing party members, you know it.
Lore that Dragon Age has built across the games, comic books, short stories, and more. Basically, if you were worried that the name change from Dragon Age Dreadwolf would mean less Solus, think again. His history, along with the history of the other elven gods, is baked into the Lighthouse, and you learn more and more about the threat you face as you unlock Solus's murals.
You think they'll take another swing at Anthem if they did a few days? Me personally, my personal opinion, I have two opinions on Anthem. If they are to do it, I think they should take another swing at Anthem. But if they do it, not now. I need them to drop this Dragon Age. It needs to be fire. And then the next, because after Dragon Age is the next Mass Effect. They got to blow it out the water with the next Mass Effect. Get in the good graces of the gamers. Drop a couple of heaters. And then after that, then try Anthem again. But you got to get in the good graces. And then my other opinion on it too is if they try to do Anthem again, it can't be a live service game, at least in my opinion. If they try to do Anthem again, it would be better if they did a powerful narrative-driven, what BioWare is known for. Because that was another weakness that I think people forgot about. The narrative in Anthem might have been the weakest narrative in any BioWare game. That didn't feel like a BioWare game. It needs a fire story with an interesting world. It does not need to be a live service game. Make it a traditional BioWare RPG, but keep the multiplayer in it. Just make it co-op. Make it co-op. You get to have your own suit. Your friends can drop in and out, and you guys play the story together. Now, if you want to add some multiplayer mode in there later down the line, kind of like Mass Effect, that's fine. But I think they should focus on narrative and co-op. Don't do a live service game. That's where they fucked up, I think, to create an interesting gameplay loop. I think they, because they were all, I still stand, there were redeeming things about Anthem. It's just it had a lot of bad things too.
With various wolf statues. You even get to see some of his memories firsthand.
They need gods who can protect them. We are not gods. You will learn that.
As a lore nerd, I very much appreciated this, as well as the various other callbacks to series history. The Origins fans will likely love the Grey Warden heavy quests, and we already know the Inquisitor will be involved in some way, as you can recreate them and select your world states in the character creator. But I do wonder if it'll overwhelm new players, which BioWare certainly seems to be courting with its action-heavy combat system.
Yeah, okay, the way he moved right there, I think it does play like Batman. Like, pay attention, because
you can recreate them and select your world states in the character creator. But I do wonder if it'll...
When he's like right there, when the thing pops above his head, he moves and does a perfect dodge. I think this does play like a mix between Mass Effect and Batman.
Overwhelm new players, which
is an interesting combination. You see that right there? I think that is a dodge cue.
That's why it helps, at least...
Shout out to Flex with the sub.
Like Rook to take the helm of the Veilguard. Plus, the scrappiness of Rook reminded me a bit of playing as Hawk in Dragon Age 2, rather than the more Chosen One-esque protagonist of the Warden in Origins and the Inquisitor in Inquisition. In short,
the Inquisitor's back.
Dragon Age the Veilguard, but there was so much I was relieved to see stay. The focus on companions and romance, the rich lore, and a gorgeous world to explore. It goes without saying that there's still a ton of the Veilguard that I haven't seen, especially if it's as big as Origins and Inquisition, and it certainly seemed like it. But after finishing my preview, I found myself even more eager to dive into it.
What up, homeless? Shout out to homeless with the sub.
BioWare needs.
Could be the hit BioWare needs. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is looking like a Game of the Year contender that like RPG and Dragon Age fans are paying attention to, but I don't know if the greater gaming community is. This might be a dark horse. This might be a dark horse, chat. We're keeping an eye on. When does shit come out? This is a day one cop for me. It is an October game, October 31st. October is busy. I'm not gonna lie, my sleep schedule's already fucked up in September. It's gonna be fucked up all throughout October and November, December. Oh my god. Long form videos, guys. Yeah, October is packed. Like I said, people are like, what's the game of the year? Wukong? No, we got plenty of games to play. Cut it out. Let's let these games come out. We'll talk about Game of the Year in December. But for now, especially because like nobody expected this shit. Nobody expected it. Wukong is Game of the Year. Wukong get. Let's let the games come out. Let's let the games come out. This is what we about to play right now too. Let the games come out, bruh. Relax. Everybody be getting